Coming your way from New Orleans and the American Farm Bureau Convention 100th Annual, Jim Bartles here for Ingstead, Minnesota Radio. Miles Kuschel from Sabika is my guest on our coverage right now. And Miles, we always like to get updated a little bit what's going on in the protection of farmers in regards to wolves, because this has been an issue, maybe a little bit why, just not to assume anything, and what's happened or progressed in the last year.
Well, definitely up here in wolf country, northern Minnesota, and even spreading now into western Minnesota. The gray wolf has done an excellent job on its recovery, and that's posing a threat to farmers and ranchers and even homeowners and people with pets in northern Minnesota. So as the wolf spreads out on the territory, we're having a lot of negative interactions. Farmers and ranchers are losing livestock. Families are having pets taken off their doorsteps, and that's definitely creating an issue. So we as Minnesotans just want a plan that we can protect our livestock and people can protect their pets. So Congress was working on one, but as you know, we have a new Congress now, so that has to be brought up. It's going to be challenging now with the new House makeup. The new Natural Resources Committee chair from Arizona has stated that he's not looking for any new legislation as regards to wolves, so we're really going to have to twist his arm to make sure that he understands the situation we have here in the Great Lakes region.
And so while it's a bigger issue, of course, in northern Minnesota, but as the wolves start moving south, and they have, it's a bigger issue all across Minnesota then.
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing wolf sightings as far close to the Iowa border even. So they're spreading out and they're from their natural territory into some of their unnatural territory. And as they get into more populated areas, we're going to see a lot more devastation.
Miles Kuschel is our guest. Clean water, a topic that comes up a lot, and the interests of Farm Bureau representing farmers. A little update on that.
Well, as the WOTUS rule is kind of put to bed, we're looking for the clean water, clear rules. And that's just to give farmers and ranchers the ability to know really where to tread, because as you know, clean water is important to everyone, agriculture, industry, down to homeowners, and we need that clear rules to know how to act.
Get that taken care of. You're involved with your township. I know there's some concerns on the township side that farmers are thinking about. Maybe you can give us a quick update that way.
Yeah, definitely township. That goes back to regulations. As we're looking at water and that when we're trying to clean ditches and make sure that the water's flowing properly, navigating those permits is always a challenge. And now especially with the government shutdown, when we're looking for those Army Corps engineer plans and that, it's making it a little stressful.
What about electric co-op? I know you've got some involvement that way too. What are some of the concerns from there as it would affect farmers?
Definitely energy is vital to all farmers as it is industry and homeowners. So when we're looking at regulation, that's another huge area, is where regulation is really affecting the energy sector, and how can we get the most amount of energy for the least cost and less impact. So we're working on all facets of energy.
Here it goes. Miles Kuschel, Sabika. Good luck in the next year for farming as well, but thanks for your time here representing Farm Bureau and farmers in general.
Well, thanks a lot, Jim, for everything you do.
All right, you bet. From New Orleans, from the American Farm Bureau 100th Annual Convention, Jim Bartles here for the Ingstead, Minnesota Radio Network.